Hi friends, this is Jill from stampwithjill.com and Fun Stamper's Journey, and today we are going to make some cards that focus on using up your pretty papers. So if you remember, a couple weeks ago I did an installment of Use Your Pretty Papers and I had great response to that post, so I wanted to share a new layout. How beautiful is this? So this is an angled card panel is what I'm going to call it, but it is such a way to showcase pretty papers and some minimal embellishments. So here's one. Look how beautiful this one is, and this one, and that one, and look how beautiful that one is with my favorite Cottage Blooms flowers. Okay, so let's get started. The paper that I'm using in these cards for this particular design is the Colorful Journey Prints double-sided sheets, and there are 24 sheets in a pack, and it comes with all these fabulous designs. They're really bright and colorful, so you can see there's like a petal design, a burst, a yellow one, a multicolored one, pink, and then like a muted one as well. And then when you turn them over, they are all these beautiful black and white designs. So they are super, super versatile. You can tell in the samples that I used both front and back of the paper. Okay, so that's the paper, Colorful Journey Prints. So for the card today, it is so simple to make and super quick. I have a white card base, which is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. I have 2 panels, and these are actually, this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 because it's super easy to manipulate the angle of the cardstock, and then this is 4 by about 5 1/4, 5 1/2. Just as long as it's layered on this with about the same size is all you need. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to stamp the sentiment on this card. I am using today the Inside Out stamp set, and we are using the thanks. And then it says for all the big things and for all the little things. But for this video, I am only going to stamp the outside of the card. I'm going to go ahead and add the inside sentiment afterwards. So I want to put this down in the bottom right corner. It's a little low, but we're going to go with it. Okay, so then you want to move the ink out of the way so you don't get your card dirty. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to angle this so you cover up the top corner and you meet it with this corner so it kind of swoops down, because you don't want it to stick out. You don't want this corner sticking out and you don't want this corner sticking out. So as long as you angle it so these top 2 corners are covered, you are ready to go ahead and tape it down. So for now, I'm just going to put this little bit of adhesive there, and I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive here to hold it in place. Now, you can use your paper trimmer to trim it here, but for the video, I'm just going to use scissors, because if you go right up against the edge of your card base like this with some big scissors, you're going to get a straight cut. So again, you just kind of line it right up with the edge of your card and snip. And that's all you need to do. So now you have the top angle. So here's a little bit of an edge. So now you are good to actually tape on your printed piece of paper. So I actually went a little bit off, so I'm going to pull it back a little bit and kind of go with a slightly bit bigger edge. So there we have this. We're going to add some adhesive. I mean, honestly, nobody probably would even notice that little edge on the top of my card, but you just want to line it up. All right. So then you're going to do the same thing. Trim it with your scissors. And then this little corner you can snip as well. All right, and there you have it. So now I am going to add in some of these awesome Fun Stamper's Journey black and white buttons. I already have them ready to go. So I took 2 of the smallest buttons, and I'm just going to add a little black and white design here, and then I've already put a little piece of twine on there with cream twine, and we're just going to add this like a little button embellishment. So I'm just going to put these right on with some glue dots. Alright, so you can see that even though my paper wasn't lined up perfectly, by the time you add the embellishments, nobody is going to notice a little imperfection. Plus, it is handmade, and a little imperfection makes it perfect. Alright, so now you have a super simple thank you card that showcases some beautiful buttons and an easy sentiment. Now, I forgot to go back in and add in my adhesive, so just put a little adhesive over here, and your card is all done. So let's take a look at the other patterns one more time. So I have this one we did with the yellow and the black for the video. And then here's one with the black and white floral design with a pink flower. And those are stunning. And then I added a few rhinestones here to give it a little bit of sparkle. These are Cottage bloom flowers, and these are the leaves from the Spring Kisses embellishments. Now, the Spring Kisses are actually these white flowers. So here's another pattern from this paper pack, and it has the Spring Kisses and a little embellishment plus some rhinestones for some sparkle. And then here is another one with the same flowers, and these are candy dots, and these are all the things, which is a bloom benefit, and these little yellow ones come free for a $75 order. So there's 2 more. And then the last one is the pink and black one with the same black and white buttons that I used, and then the black and white polka dot with the bloom flower and the rhinestones. And I used all different sentiments from a bunch of different sets, but they all have black ink. Thanks so much for joining me today.